Hello, everybody, and welcome to a brand new season of Above and Beyond right here on Cable 14. As we embark on a new year and a new season, I wanted to share my word for 2026 with everyone, and that is transitional. A new year always brings new beginnings, and in 2026, as we move forward, let's transition together from potential to progress. Listen to lived experiences and listen with intention. Let's grow together towards a community, toward a greater, more inclusive community that everybody can enjoy. If you've got a word for 2026, I'd love to hear it. And with any feedback that continues to make this our show. Your feedback and ideas are vital to us, and they help shape the content and direction for Above and Beyond. Our goal this season is to continue to feature some of your selected words and continue to implement your feedback on future episodes. So email us at goaboveandbeyondtv@gmail.com. And without further ado, my first guest for season 7 is Julia Bissessar, director at Hamilton Music Therapy. Julia, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm fantastic, thank you. Is it cold enough out there for you?
Yes, it is definitely.
So, Julia, you born and raised in Hamilton. Tell us about you and your upbringing and how the path toward music therapy came for you.
Yeah, my parents put my brother and I into music lessons from a very young age. I began learning piano around the age of 3, and I was fortunate enough to have some private lessons up until I was about 18. Music has always been something special to me and has given me a great sense of community. I was involved in a lot of choirs and bands growing up, and I later learned how to play the saxophone and guitar as well. And with my parents both being in the sciences, I was always curious about where music and science intersect. So when I enrolled at McMaster for my undergrad in psychology, I found out that Mac offers a music cognition specialization within their psychology department. So the program introduced me to all the incredible ways that music intersects with science, specifically in healthcare. And the program then introduced me to music therapy and neurologic music therapy in particular. And I realized it was something that I wanted to do with my life.
So that leads nicely into my next question, Julie. Neurological music therapist. What does that mean?
So, in a broad sense, music therapy, by definition, is the purposeful use of music by a certified music therapist within a therapeutic relationship with a client to support development, health, and well-being. So, music therapists use music to address needs related to cognition, communication, emotion, social skills, and even physical health. Neurologic music therapy, in particular, is my framework of practice that uses music as therapy itself. So, neurologic music therapy is a standardized evidence based system where music interventions are driven by advances in neuroscience research. So, it looks at how the brain processes music to then influence and improve non musical brain functions and behaviors like walking and movement, memory, attention, and speech and language, and more.
So, when you knew music therapy was your career path, what was that aha moment that kind of led you towards the path that you're at now?
That's a great question. I was sitting in my second year introduction to music cognition class, and there was a video that my professor, Dr. Michael Schutz, had shown us of an older gentleman with Parkinson's. And they showed how he was navigating around his home, shuffling gait, off balance, really relying on his walker and his PSW to help him get around. And then they cut to a different part of the video where they had some music playing for him, and you can see that he kind of starts to bob his head a little bit, and he just takes off walking. And then cuts forward again, and he's walking without his walker, just with a bit of assistance from his PSW, and then he's dancing at the end of the video. And I thought that that was mind blowing to me. And it's really incredible then learning about the science behind why that works and how you can get those results. So that was the moment that I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do.
And so then music therapy in and of itself, Julia, how does that play a role towards, what you do and how your interventions, help advance the community?
Yeah, it's a great question. I mean, music therapy is for everyone. A lot of people ask, well, is it for me? Like, I don't play an instrument. I've never been musical. If you have an appreciation for music, I think you can be very successful in music therapy. Music is also something that exists in almost every culture that we have. So it can be something really motivating for people, especially in like a group setting. I'd love to start some groups at Hamilton Music Therapy to really get people involved in music and involved in treatment and, help each other succeed. So, music therapy is for everyone.
And Julia, I've seen you in action when it comes to your work and how you engage your audience. And it's not about necessarily, the talent in playing a musical instrument. It's just about that togetherness. It's just about that having that community-based um, presence towards and what music brings to that. What can you speak to that a little bit?
Yeah, I think I do individual sessions with clients and, having that therapeutic relationship is really important, but getting to share it with others and creating a space that's, safe and inclusive and empowering for individuals and getting to share that gift, I think is really, really important. And again, it's not about how well someone's playing, it's supposed to be for self-expression, or we're working towards, you know, building healthy bodies and exercising and um, just making it an accessible and fun way to reach those healthcare goals.
That's amazing, Julia. We got to take our first break. But as we go to break, here's February's calendar, recognizing and celebrating significance in the disability community. Join us in allyship as we honor the fallen. We'll be right back.
Walk past strangers' faces every day. Share a smile, it's all you need. You'll be just fine, you'll be alright. Put your hand in mine.